Oh, get that off the screen right there. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Hump Day edition here of Winning Bets. I'm, of course, Jason, giving you guys some free sports picks every single day. Each day, I just sound a little bit better. How about that? The voice is coming around. And you guys, in the comment section, got to give you guys some credit. You guys were recommending I do the ginger tea with the honey and the lemon. I got to admit, not a big tea guy, but came to find out, ginger tea doesn't have any tea in it. It's just water, ginger, honey, and lemon. So now, because I've realized it's not really tea, it's just water with these great, wonderful ingredients that make you feel healthy. I've enjoyed it. I'm trying it this morning. I'm already on my second nice little cup. I feel like the first cup, I got so much relief. Hell, I chugged it and immediately made another cup. So kudos to you guys on a nice little recommendation here of ginger, honey, and lemon. I think it's working. It's doing the trick. Yeah, how you guys doing on this Wednesday morning? You guys doing good? Everybody up to a nice little morning? Where are you guys living? Is it a little chilly? Does it feel like fall wherever you're at? Boy, you can feel it here in Chicago. The weather is turning. There's no more shorts, and there's no more stepping out the house without a jacket on. Not only do you got the chilly Chicago weather, but you want to go ahead and add in the wind coming off that lake. Ooh, baby, you can feel winter is coming. It's right around the corner, baby. So hope everybody's doing good again. Appreciate you guys carving out some time with me on this Wednesday morning to be able to hang out. Let's make sure we, of course, recap what happened on Tuesday's show. And then let's get into today's bets. We got more baseball bets to go ahead and give you guys today. So with that being said, the recap for today, you love to see that right there. Guys, how about a nice plus 3.98 units? Yes, love to see that. Guys, hit that like button. Let me know you were part of that cash. Maybe you didn't cash every single bet with me. Maybe you didn't like the justification on every single bet. But surely there was something in there you liked. Hit that like button. Let me know you at least got a winner from me yesterday. How about the NRFIs yesterday? 2-0 on the NRFIs. Royals, Tigers. Boom. Love to see that one right there. And then Mariners, Rangers, NRFI as well. I couldn't tell you if they were sweat-free. I didn't really pay attention. Just kind of a little busy evening with me last night. Father-in-law came over last night. Enjoyed some dinner with him. And because of that, I wasn't glued to my phone like I normally am on ESPN Gamecast tracking it. So maybe they were sweaty. Maybe they were 6 up, 6 down. Who really cares? All we wanted to do at the end of a bet is meet at the cash counter, and we did that with both of those NRFIs, so love to see that right there. Then you can see right there, the next section was our 2-player props. We were tripped up. Boy, how many pitching props have we lost on the hook? I mean, we've lost a lot of pitching props with striking out the last batter. That did not happen last night. Marquez went 6 strong, and he got his 6th strikeout in the 5th inning. But we lose it on the hook. He got 6 strikeouts. A tough one right there. And then in terms of Mitch Keller over 17.5 outs, pitched a good game. Just pitch count got way out of control, and he couldn't go deep in that game. Only went 5 innings where we needed him to go 6 innings. Gave up 1 run. Walks contributed to it. So a little bit unfortunate stuff right there. But then when we do what we do, everybody knows one of my strengths of baseball. I have multiple strengths. One of them is the F5 team totals. Swept the board right there. How about a nice 2-unit cash in the first inning? Yeah, you heard me right. First inning, 2-unit cash. Giants F5 team total over 1.5. How about the Braves? That was the most dramatic win of the entire night. Braves batting in the top half of the inning. It's 2-2, 5th inning, 2 outs. And my man hits a walk-off home run. That's right, it's a walk-off because it's an F5 bet. Walk-off solo home run to cash a nice good plus money bet. So it felt like, fellas, I was kind of, I just said I really wasn't following the bets. I was kind of keeping an eye on it, but not really. It felt like with getting that nice walk-off hit, you were like, ooh, this is setting up to be a nice little night. I was kind of chalking that up to be a loss when it came around to 2 outs in the 5th inning. My man stepped up and gave us a big home run and a nice cash again at plus money. Love to see that right there. What about Padres on that F5 team total over 1.5? How about another first inning cash? That's right. They got 2 runs in that first inning. Love to see that right there. Then the Orioles ended it. Boy, what a high scoring game that was. Both of those teams just going absolutely back and forth. Hopefully you were on the over in that game, as the Orioles were gave us a good cash in that bet, cashing their F5 team total over 1.5. Just love to see it right there. Guys, a nice day at plus 3.98 units. And now up on the week at plus 2.98 units. Love hearing that cash register early in the morning. It's a nice, beautiful way to start off your day, fellas, just by hearing that cash register. Let's go ahead and jump in the comment section, see what maybe you guys are up to this morning, and then let's go ahead and talk some bets on this day. Thank you. You were one of the recommendations, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Cash them all. Yes, sir. We did cash them all. Good morning, D-Gent. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. And it was a great night. I woke up to a couple of those cashes. Obviously, still dealing with a little bit of this sickness, going to bed earlier than normal. I woke up to a couple of those cashes. Even though they cashed in the first inning, that's how early I went to bed. I know those games only started at 8:30, here local time, but yeah, I was in bed trying to get better, trying to at least be better, at least for this upcoming weekend, worst case scenario. So, all right, guys, great day. Love to see that right there. Absolutely love to see that right there. All right, let's go ahead and jump into today's bets. Of course, we'll just go ahead and throw them all up, and then let's go ahead and talk about them right here. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about this Mitch White one here. This is a member of the Toronto Blue Jays, and my bad for leaving that off of the screenshot. I usually always include that, and I just kind of forgot right there. So Mitch White, he's a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. We like him to go over 4.5 hits allowed. Let's talk about this. Mitch White, in his last few games, he gave up 5 hits to the Tampa Bay Rays. He gave up 7 hits to the Tampa Bay Rays. Only gave up 3 hits to the Orioles. We'll circle back and talk about why he only had 3 hits to the Orioles. Then he gave up 8 to the Cubs, 8 to the Angels, 7 to the Yankees. That's who he's playing today, and that was in late August, so not too far away. Then he gave up 3 to the Indians. Again, we'll circle back and talk about why that bet didn't cash. And then he gave up 6 to the Minnesota Twins. So that's his last 2 months. Is cashed in every start but those 2. The 2 starts that did not cash in, it's because he had too many walks. The one against the Orioles, he allowed 3 walks. And the one against the Guardians, he allowed 3 walks. Now, that doesn't mean you take his walk prop, because sprinkled in that is 2 zeros and 3 ones. So it's not like you say, okay, well, this guy must walk a lot. No, he doesn't. He just had a couple bad outings where he lost his control a little bit and was a little walk heavy. If he is not walk heavy, fully expect him to go over 4.5 hits allowed. You listen, I just gave you guys the hit rate and all those other matches over the last 2 months where he easily went over 4.5 hits allowed. Well, now he's also facing a New York Yankee team that is hitting 277. Remember, whenever we take these F5 team totals, we, of course, look for slugging and OPS and strikeout percentage. But in terms of this one, it's just like, how the hell are you hitting the ball? We look at 270 as a floor. The Yankees are hitting 277. They're in good form right now. Again, just over about a month or so ago, they got 7 hits against Mitch White. Just expecting more of the same against a guy that, doesn't have a great whip at 1.41. So I like the Yankees can easily go ahead and get this done. This guy's opponent's batting average, too, by the way, is 311 since he came over to the Toronto Blue Jays. 311 opponent's batting average. This one should cash relatively easy. You could do an F5 team total, but I was a little hesitant on that and just went with this one of just hits allowed at minus 135 on DraftKings. Quite frankly, the juice was lower on this one as well, so that was a little bit of a contributing factor, one a little bit higher of a payout. It doesn't mean if one cashes, the other one's going to cash, but I'll get the lower juice, better return on your investment. And again, it has just as much of a hit rate, just as an F5 team total that we would have pivoted to if we didn't do the hits allowed. So love that bet right there. So we'll do Mitch White of the Toronto Blue Jays over 4.5 hits allowed at minus 135. And as you can see, got that one over at DraftKings. Let's talk about this next one, Mets. F5 team total over 1.5 at minus 135. You can see it's a 2-unit play. That's a 2-unit play for me. Why is it a 2-unit play? Because it checks off both boxes and both boxes really well. What's one of those boxes that we check off? Are you hot versus left-handed hitting? Not good versus left-handed hitting. We'll do an F5 team total if you're good versus left-handed hitting, but you got to be smoking hot to warrant a 2-unit bet. Boy, the Mets are smoking hot with 130 plate appearances in the last 10 days. So we are not talking a small sample size. Remember, there was a game yesterday, the F5 team total. We were kind of using a projection. It was a low sample size, but there was hitter familiarity. This one, you get a very nice large sample size at 130 plate appearances. They're hitting 348. Yeah, buddy, did not stutter when I said that. May have a squeaky voice, but I did not stutter. They're hitting 348, slugging 522 with an OPS of 937. And what's the little just cherry on top? How about a strikeout percentage of 15.4%? That is like Guardians level, and you guys know how exciting the Guardians will get us when it turns to fading the opposing pitcher from a strikeout. So that just checks absolutely all the boxes. What's another box we need to check, though, to be worth a 2-unit play? Hitter familiarity. He's a member of those Marlins. There's a very strong chance that these Mets have seen him. Oh, they actually saw him on September 11th. They saw him. 3.1 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 1 home run, 3 walks, 3 Ks. That is why this is a 2-unit bet. We're extremely hot right now versus left-handed pitching, and we're getting a pitcher that, has a track record of giving up 2+ runs over the course of the first 5 innings. And against this particular opponent, the Mets, who we just saw, let's say the 28th, so we saw him 17 days ago, call it 2.5 weeks ago, they lit him up. I'm obviously expecting much of the same to happen again today. So easy bet, easy decision to make it a 2-unit bet. Hopefully we get the right cash that we deserved. And then the last one here, did anybody wait for me to give you guys Tigers F5 team total against a left-hander? You guys didn't wait for me to give you guys this bet. It's Tigers against a left-hander. Once again, it's not just a knee-jerk reaction. Mets have a 348 opponents batters versus left-handers. It doesn't get any better than that. Oh, wait, does it get better than that? How about the Tigers coming in at 361? 361. How about they're slugging 583 and their OPS is 978? All those numbers are better than the Mets. The one thing they have against them is a small plate appearance, but the reason why we're going to take a chance on this with a very small plate appearances, and it's 39, so it's not low. I mean, it's low, but it's not like terribly low, but it is low, admittedly. The reason why we're going to take a chance on them, guys, we've only lost 2 bets all year with the Tigers on F5 team total against a left-handed pitcher. So it's an absolute no-brainer. They're smoking left-handed pitching right now. But we got to look at what the pitcher's been doing, right? It's not all about what the hitter's been doing. They're going to go up against Daniel Lynch. They're the Kansas City Royals. How about we've seen the Detroit Tigers 3 times this season, once in the month of July, twice in the month of September. Yeah, that's right. Twice. He's already seen the Tigers twice in the month of September. Again, also in the month of July. How many cashes did we get in those 3 appearances? 3. All 3 appearances of cash. Guys, how can you not make this bet? This has been one of the hidden gems to us all season long. Tigers versus left-handed pitching. I mean, all this bet does is cash. It's cashed in every game in the month of September. Twice against the Tigers, twice against the Twins, cashed against the Padres, cashed against the White Sox, cashed against the Twins again in the month of August, did not cash against the Giants, cashed against the Red Sox. I mean, that's all this bet does is just cash, cash, cash. It's one of our greatest plays all season long. So that's an absolute no-brainer right there. So we'll do the Tigers F5 team total. Let me jump on DraftKings. Those are the only 3 bets I have, but there's one I want to add. Let me see if DraftKings has added the matchup, and then let's talk about. I always say sometimes, like, hey, you guys got to follow me on Twitter. I might add this bet, and sometimes I don't add bets, and I don't want you guys thinking I'm, just BSing. This bet is getting added. Actually, it is. It's at 2.5. Let me think about it. I thought maybe we were going to get lucky and get 1.5 like yesterday. Why did we get 2 points? I'm going to wait because it's at plus money. It's at plus 115. I'm interested in doing the Giants F5 team total, by the way. I'm going to justify it here in a second, but I thought we were going to get lucky like yesterday and get a 1.5 team total. Anyways, this is why we like it. Giants right now versus right-handed pitching. Really good, top 5. They had a 278 average, 451 slugging, 794. OPS, strikeout percentage at 25%. We love that right there. Who did they face 5 days ago? His name is Jose Urena. Who are they facing today? His name is Jose Urena. I mean, how many of those F5 team totals yesterday did we cash on pitcher familiarity? Braves. It was 5 days later. They were seeing Espino for the second time. Giants. It was 5 days later where they seen Marquez, and then they were seeing him again yesterday. So 5 days ago, what did we do against Jose Urena? We got 7 hits, 2 runs, 1 home run, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Obviously, I'm expecting much of the same, if not better. He only gave up 2 runs. That's why I was really hoping we get Tigers F5 team total over 1.5. So just follow me on Twitter. It's damn near almost guaranteed to be added. It's just, do we get it at 2.5 at plus money? Or maybe can we hold out? That drops to 1.5. And then obviously we bet it at 1.5. I can tell you yesterday that Giants team total started off at 2.5. It fell to 1.5. That's what I gave the bet out on yesterday's show. It was 1.5 for about 4 to 5 more hours, and then it was about mid-afternoon. It changed and went back up to 2.5. Let's see if we can get lucky on today. So don't go grabbing that Giants F5 team total. Just follow me on Twitter. Make sure it's the right time and the right price, and then we can go ahead and jump on that. Before I give you guys another bet, let's go ahead and jump in the comment section, and then let's talk one other bet on today's slate. But yeah, I'm gonna be go ahead and adding that. I trust you. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful comment. He liked Milwaukee today and a couple more games for a parlay. Good night, Munchie. Yeah, let's do rapid fire. And in rapid fire, I'll do every game. I'll tell you who I like a winner in every game, and I'll tell you if I like the over/under in every game. Coming right up here, Alex, in rapid fire. We'll catch that in rapid fire. It's cold in Toronto today. It doesn't matter. They've got a dome. Yeah, when you close that roof, you pump in the heat, all of a sudden it becomes toasty warm in Toronto. So the weather's irrelevant. Who cares? They got a dome there. Yeah, we'll talk about it here in a second. We'll catch you in rapid fire. You also like Philly today. Tuned in a little late. First thing I hear is may have a little squeaky voice, but don't. I don't stutter. Nope, I used to stutter when I was a kid, but I don't stutter anymore. That's on you, man. I gave you those Mets hitting numbers. If you want to fade those Mets hitting numbers, that's on you. No good Nerfies today, Brian. Looked at the Nerfies. There were no good Nerfies today. Maybe you'll take Detroit. If you're going to take Detroit ever, you take him with the left-hander on the mound. Not only is there a left-hander on the mound today, but again, one that they've seen 3 times this season and cash that bet in all 3. It's a no-brainer bet, and you just live with the result. We'll catch this one here in rapid fire. And you've already done your eliminator. Cool. Good luck with that. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk one more bet for you guys, and then let's do rapid fire. Guys, I encourage you guys to jump over on DK DraftKings, turn in some crowns if you're interested, and you want to go ahead and do a free roll like I got. I'm going to go ahead and do Jesus Luzardo under 5.5 Ks. Mentioned that he had just seen the Mets, what was it, 17 days ago. He only got 3 strikeouts in that appearance. You know, I know he got burned yesterday on the Marquez one, but I'm not scared to, put myself in a good betting spot. He got 3 strikeouts 17 days ago, and DraftKings is saying, can you get 3 more against a Mets team where their K percentage is 15.4%? Like, that is low. That screams taken under. We're getting Jesus Luzardo to come out 3 more strikeouts better 17 days later against a Mets team that is smoking left-handed pitching. I absolutely love that bet. It was almost a single bet, but instead I did the Mets F5 team total for a 2-unit bet. If you want to play that as a single at -105, boy, is that well within your right. Then you can see the other one on the free roll because it's a free roll. Our man Tyler Glasnow is back. How about that? The Rays now, they could be scary good in this playoff. You add a Glasnow to a Shane McClanahan, and that's a pretty damn scary 1-2 headed monster right there. A left-hander and a right-hander too to boot. That's some scary stuff. All right, this is the reason why I put this in a free roll. Glasnow is making his season debut coming off a major injury, and he's only pitched in the minor leagues. He's had 4 starts in the minor leagues. This is why this one's in a free roll, not a real bet. I mean, it's a real bet. It's got some money on it. I did turn in some crowns. This is what I'm talking about. This is Glasnow in the minor leagues. He's had 4 appearances, 1 innings pitched, 2 Ks, 1.1 innings pitched, 2 Ks, 2 innings pitched, 4 Ks, 2.2 innings pitched, 6 Ks. That's what this guy does. You remember him well from last season. He strikes people out. There's a little bit of a concern on why we don't want to play this in terms of having it a real bet. 1, well, what did I say he was going? 1, 1.1, 2, and 2 innings pitched. He's not going to have a long leash. This is clearly building him up to try and get him ready to go for the playoffs. If they can get him around 70 pitches entering the playoffs, that's going to be a good thing. So expect him to maybe go 3 to 4 innings today, absolute max. And then that next start, just before the playoffs start, they'll bump him up to maybe around 6 or so. But the innings limit scares me today. There's no way he can make a big jump and go from like 2.2 to 6. It's not going to happen coming off a major injury, and they want to have him part of the playoff run because, again, with McClanahan, that is very scary. And then the other reason why I wouldn't make this a bet is they're going up against the Guardians. I mean, that is a team that we know just does not strike out. So with the innings limit, Guardians don't really strike out, but I'm still going to do it as a free roll because at plus money to get 4 strikeouts, this guy is electric, absolutely electric stuff. So, all right, if you guys want to go on to DraftKings, turn in some crowns and ride this free roll with me, I would appreciate it. It'd be a lot of fun to see you guys a little bit later on at the cash counter. With that being said, now let's jump into the comments, catch them one more time, and then let's do some rapid fire. Thoughts on the Pirates game coming right up here in rapid fire. We do not have any plays in the Pirates game, but we will talk about it. With that being said, let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and jump into a random sports book. Let's just go ahead and use DraftKings for this sake. And then let's talk about every single game from a money line, run line, and over-under perspective. Let's do it. Come on, DraftKings. Let me in. All right, I'm in. Here we go. Oh, DraftKings, I see right on my space. They're doing a Judge Super Boost 2.0. Judge to get a hit plus 100. That boost didn't go very well yesterday, but DraftKings refunded everybody their money. That's a nice move there by DraftKings, but they're going back to the well today, seeing if they can get anybody to make that boost. All right, let's go ahead and pull this up. All right, guys, let's talk about every game. Money line, run line, over-under perspective. Let's go ahead and kick it off right here. Reds and Pirates, over-under of 7.5. Reds, even money. Pirates, minus 120. Going right back to the under. I mean, we were on the under yesterday. The under cashed in a 4-1 game. We've talked about how both of these offenses are just absolutely mightily struggling. So the under is, again, another no-brainer play. In terms of picking a winner, I'm going to go to the Reds this time with Luis Cessa on the mound up against Bryce Wilson. So I'll take the Reds at plus money. Rays and Guardians, over-under of 6.5. Rays plus 105. Guardians minus 125. Tough one for me here. Rays are throwing Glass now. I mean, we assume him to be decently sharp, right? He threw 2.2 when he's pitching his last outing. Didn't give up a run and got 6 strikeouts. So safe to say he's ready for this moment. In terms of who they're going up against, obviously they're going up against the Guardians, a team that I absolutely love. The 6.5 kind of makes it tough, right? If Glasnow has any, butterflies in the first inning, this under could be in trouble. Let's assume Glasnow can do his job. I will say under. In terms of a winner, I think Glasnow pitches 4 innings, and then it becomes a bullpen game. You guys know I'll favor the bullpen game any day of the week. So I'm going Rays. Rays at plus 105. Royals and Tigers, over-under of 7.5. Royals plus 110. Tigers minus 130. Going over. Royals are still good versus left-handed pitching. They're going up against Matt Manning. We know the Tigers are good right now versus left-handers in a small sample size, but we'll look at their season of body of work, and especially against Daniel Lynch, assume they can do the job. So we like over 7.5 between the Royals and Tigers. In terms of picking a winner, Tigers on left-hander. It's the only days I'm interested in predicting that they can actually pull off a win. What did I say yesterday? The Royals will probably win the game, but if they don't, they'll lose it because they have a bottom 5 bullpen. 3-0 lead in the top of the 8th inning, and then what happened? The bullpen fell apart. That Royals bullpen is terrible. Hopefully, if you backed the Royals yesterday, you only did it from an F5 perspective, which is what my recommendation was. We're going Tigers today, and we'll go over 7.5. Braves and Nationals up next with an over-under of 8.5. Braves minus 200. Nationals plus 170. Who actually won that game yesterday? Did the Braves pull it out? The Braves pulled it out 8-2. I mean, we've talked about this, for the past 2 days now. It's been priced as the Braves are the superior team because they are the superior team. In terms of an over or under, I'm going to go under right here. And people are going to see Joko DeRizzi on the mound. They're going to go, whoa, I'm going to go ahead and take an over. Nationals are struggling right now versus right-handers. Joko DeRizzi is obviously a guy we don't like. We got a nice 2-unit cash in his last start against the Phillies. That being said, he's still a major league pitcher. If he runs up against hitting, that sucks. Expect him to get through it easy. I mean, will he give up a run or two? Sure. What are they going to do up against Josiah Gray, though, in terms of the Braves? He's going to strike out people. Let's see, actually look at how many times. Josiah Gray has had to have faced the Braves a handful of times. Let me look. I don't need to look up the bullpen stats. Obviously, I do that all the time. Let me just see. He's seen the Braves. He hadn't seen the Braves he saw the Braves all the way back on April 13th. 5 innings pitched, no runs. Let me get one more look at the Braves numbers, and then I'll give you I'm leaning under, but I just want to make sure the Braves aren't, crushing. Yeah, they're not even doing anything worth a damn right now versus right-handers on their own realm. Nationals are struggling right now versus right-handers. I'm going under. I'll go under in the Braves in that game. Jump back over to DraftKings. We got Yankees and Blue Jays up next with an over-under of 7.5. Yankees minus 125. Blue Jays plus 105. I'm expecting the Yankees to do some damage, obviously, against Mitch White. Garrett Cole. Obviously, the Yankees wrapped up the AL East yesterday. I'm still liking the Yankees. They have all the advantages. Did they pull out that win yesterday? Yeah, they pulled out the win yesterday 5-2. I know they lost the first game 3-2. So you're seeing in this series actually low scoring. Actually, I can't think that's going to happen today. I like the over today. Go ahead and give me the over. I will take the over, and I'll take the Yankees continuing to win. Been on the Yankees this entire series. It's been 1-1. See if the Yankees can't win today and win the series. So give me the Yankees, assuming they don't play tomorrow. Marlins and Mets with an over-under of 7. Marlins plus 160. Mets minus 190. I mean, I know the Marlins got the win yesterday, but to predict the Marlins to get the win with the Mets just smoking left-handed pitching, I can't get there. So, yeah, give me the Mets. Give me the better bullpen. I mean, Walker's a better starter just because Luzardo has struggled against the Mets. So I have no problem saying they've got the better starter, better offense, better bullpen. It's an easy call to go ahead and take the Mets today. In terms of an over-under, I will go ahead and take the over. They should actually crush Luzardo. Just absolutely get it done. There were 10 runs in that game yesterday. Marlins are decent right now versus right-handers. I'll take the over 7 in that game. Orioles and Red Sox up next. This continues to be an over series. We've been saying it too. Over, over, over. That's why we've been betting it accordingly. Orioles plus 105 on the money line. Red Sox minus 125. Orioles aren't great right now versus left-handers. They're certainly, not crushing left-handers. We're going to go ahead and do the over, though. Red Sox are still crushing right-handers. Dean Kremer's on the mound. So I'll go over. In terms of a winner, Red Sox won yesterday. Orioles won game 1. I really just like the over. We keep saying it. This has been a tough series in terms of trying to predict winners and losers. Been easy to predict the over. That's not been difficult at all. So really like the over. In terms of a winner, I'll go Orioles. I'll just take the team that has something to fight for. The Red Sox just aren't playing for anything. Orioles do have a slimmer of hope that maybe they can backdoor their way to the playoffs. So I'll take the Orioles, but yeah, I like the over a ton more. Cardinals and Brewers up next with an over-under of 7. Cardinals plus 135. Brewers minus 155. Woodruff versus Quintana. Cardinals struggling, getting a tough right-hander right here in Woodruff. I'm going to assume the Brewers get it done at minus 155. But with both offenses struggling, because the Brewers are struggling right now versus left-handers, I'm going under 7. Under 7. Phillies and Cubs up next, over-under of 6.5. Phillies minus 190. Cubs plus 160. 2-1 win yesterday for the Phillies. Phillies get it done again today with Aaron Nola on the mound. You would think they have the starter advantage. They have the hitting advantage. They do not have the bullpen advantage. How many times have we sat here though and say, take the Phillies in terms of rapid fire, but don't actually bet that shit. You got to do the F5 Phillies. Don't put your money on that Phillies bullpen. Yeah, I'm going to say the Phillies, but don't actually bet that full game, man. That Phillies bullpen, woof. So just get behind the Phillies from an F5 capacity. Yeah, just do that. White Sox Twins up next, over-under of 7.5. Minus 110 up against minus 110. It does feel like a coin flip when you look at the stats. It's relatively even. There's equal amount of pitcher familiarity with this being a AL Central foe. It feels like a coin flip. Even the bullpen stats are relatively even in this current 10-day stretch. So I'll go Twins. Just have a little bit more to fight for. And then in terms of an over-under, I'm taking the over. I'll take over 7.5. Diamondbacks, Astros, over-under of 6.5. Diamondbacks plus 160. Astros minus 190. Thought about giving out Verlander to be the winning pitcher today at plus 145. You can obviously like an under. The Diamondbacks are struggling versus right-handers. The Astros are so-so versus right-handers. So you assume the Astros are going to, have the upper hand. They've got the bullpen advantage. They have the starter advantage. I'm taking Verlander over Gallen all day long. He's in a better recent stretch. Gallen's given up runs over the last couple of starts where Verlander's just steady Eddie. He's just Verlander. I'm taking the Astros for sure. I would man, that over-under would make me nervous. I would, like today, if you're thinking about doing a parlay, how awesome does that Astros-Mets parlay look today? Both teams at minus 190. Guarantee you that, I'll look it up now. Guarantee it comes in at good plus money. Probably like plus 110 or something. Plus 132. That's your parlay of the day. It's Astros. To me, it's Astros Mets. I struggle with an over/under in that game. I just like the Astros a lot, so we'll stick with that right there. Athletics Angels over/under of 8.5. Athletics plus 160. Angels minus 190. Martinez on the mound he got his teeth kicked in the last start against the Mariners. We actually watched that one. We had that bet on George Kirby. And nothing gets me sexy about this matchup, really, other than an under. But with Martinez on the mound, that would make me a touch nervous. Both teams struggling. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on TikTok, but we cashed a bet in this game yesterday. James Caprillion over 15.5 outs. Yeah, the reason we made that bet is because the Angels are struggling. Athletics, you can add them in the batch. They're also struggling. I'll take under 8.5. Did that cash yesterday? It was 7. It was a 4-3 game. I believe I said under yesterday. I'm going right back to the under again today. In terms of picking a winner, who cares? Two teams that just don't even care. So, yeah, give me the under. Dodgers, Padres, over-under of 7.5. Padres plus 125. Dodgers minus 145. We're not on the Padres F5 team total today. We were on it yesterday, obviously against a left-hander. You're going to tell me there's still a left-hander on the mound again today. I'm well aware of that. Urias is better, not better than Tyler Anderson, better in terms of his track record against the Padres this season. We like the Padres' numbers versus left-handers, but then you really added that in yesterday with Tyler Anderson and their success off him. They don't have success off Urias like they do Tyler Anderson. So if you're wondering why we didn't run back that same bet from yesterday with another left-hander on the mound, that's the reason why. In terms of winning this ball game, let me get a refresher, actually, what the Dodgers are doing versus right-handers. Yeah, I'm going Padres to win the game at plus money. I'm still going to like their hitting advantage. Hopefully they can, the hitting advantage outweighs maybe, their struggles against Urias, and maybe some of that hitter familiarity does come in. But to me, it's an easy call. I'll take the Padres at plus 125. Then we got Rangers and Mariners up next, over under of 7. Rangers plus 140, Mariners minus 165. You got to like Martin Perez here, and the Rangers at plus 140. Kirby struggled in his last outing against a struggling team in the Athletics. Couldn't do anything. Again, we watched that, lost a bet on that. It's hard not to like the Rangers with Perez and how he should be successful with the Mariners struggling against left-handed pitching. So give me the Rangers at plus 140. That's actually your 2 dogs of the day right there. I know you guys always look for dogs because you guys have free rolls. I think that's a great dog today. An absolute great day. Maybe do Rays, Padres, Rangers. Nice 3-legged dog. If you only like 2 dogs, do Padres, Rangers as a free roll. One of those dogs is cashing, and I can guarantee you that. Then you end the night here with Rockies, Giants. Giants don't have a starter. Rockies throwing Urena out there. We've kind of talked about this game. We like the over, assuming the Giants throw another pitcher that was just pitched in that series 2 series ago in Denver. Then that means there's going to be hitter familiarity. But tough for me to give you an over-under in a game where we don't know who's pitching for the Giants. So kind of just lay off that one and just kind of follow me on Twitter. We're looking to pull the trigger on the Giants F5 team total. If that line gets to 1.5, 100% it's a bet. If it stays at 2.5, just kind of need to see how we're feeling on this great Wednesday. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump back into those comments section, and then let's see what we got going on today. Thoughts on the Pirates game? We just talked about everything there. Did Judge get his home run? DK refunded that money yesterday because it looked like from Twitter, and I wasn't at a baseball game I was watching, but it seemed like they walked him every damn plate appearance. So I don't know. Did he go 0 for 0? Did he never get a plate appearance yesterday? Like I said, they refunded everybody's money because he did not get a hit. He may have gone 0 for 0. He went 0 for 1. Wow, that was a bold move by DraftKings to refund that. He got an out on his first at bat. Then he got walk. DraftKings trying to be nice there. You don't like Pitt today? Good. I just gave out the Reds in rapid fire. I hear you right there. You're taking the Red Sox. Yeah, I would say take the over, but with Kremer on the mound, with Hill, okay, I hear you. Not the worst play. Yeah, not a bad look on a NRFI. Generally, a Dodgers team likes to stay away when it turns to NRFIs. I don't know how many games I've done the NRFI involving Dodgers games. They're good, but I'm looking up right now, Alex. I'm just kind of curious what the price is. If it's priced decent, okay. At minus 140, I'm not doing that. There's better ones than minus 140. I mean, I know I didn't give you guys a NRFI. I can certainly force one if somebody drops in a comment and says what is the best NRFI, but at minus 140, you can find better ones out there. I'm not. Those are 2 teams with the way the Padres are crushing left-handed pitching. That's not one I would touch. That's not one I would touch, Alex. Thank you. Made myself a bunch of money as well, but I like to hear that you made yourself a bunch of money as well. So, good call. Appreciate the nice comment there. Thank you. All right, guys. Any other questions? I'll hang a couple more minutes. You guys got any other questions? We're excited for today's slate. Excited to cash these 3 bets, even if we only have 3 bets. I just love these 3 bets. I'm comfortable keeping it these 3 bets. One of them's obviously a 2-unit bet, so it's kind of like we've got 4 bets out there because we've got 4 units in play. I'm looking forward to it. I'm absolutely looking forward to it. Actually, let's go to PointsBet. PointsBet just this week started doing F5 team totals. Let's see if they've got that Giants line up. Let's see if they've got that Giants. Maybe they've got it at 1.5. Yeah, they don't even have that game up. They're scared. They don't. Oh no, here it is. First 5 innings. Do they have a lineup? Yeah, they got 2.5 at minus 105. So they've got the juice though on the under, just like DraftKings has the juice on the under. you can make a case just by where the juice is sitting, and it's sitting there decently heavy, that this could fall to 1.5. So just keep an eye on that, guys. Keep an eye. That falls to 1.5. It's an automatic bet. At 2.5, yeah, it's a night game. Maybe you see how your bets are going. Not that you'd be chasing, because I think you're justified taking 2.5. I wouldn't consider it a chase if you had a bad day and all of a sudden you locked it in, or if you had a good day and all of a sudden you were like, yeah, cool, I want to add in another winner. You're well within your right. I'm just going to go ahead and hold off. I think we get 1.5, and if we get 1.5, it could be another 2-unit bet, just like yesterday, to be quite honest. It'd be another 2-unit bet, just like yesterday, if it gets to 1.5. So, all right, guys, that's how we'll do it. We'll do Mitch White over 4.5 hits allowed. He's a member of the Toronto Blue Jays. We'll do that Mets F5 team total for a nice 2-unit play, and then we'll round it out with the Tigers F5 team total as well for just a normal 1-unit play. All right, guys. Thank you guys for a great day of comments. Thank you guys so much. Let's have another good day. Let's keep putting that money in our pocket. Thursday, we of course got Thursday night football. We got the Dolphins taking on the Bengals. We'll of course want to get in our best bet on that game. And then another date of baseball. I did the numbers on Monday. 44 point. Actually, I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up right now. 44.32 units. 44.32 units. That's how much we're up this MLB season. 44.32 units. And that was as of Monday. Let's see. We got a push on Monday in baseball, and we won a whole lot of money yesterday in baseball. So we're up to about 48 units. I'm talking about 48 units this MLB season, boys. Can't wait to lock in Thursday's bets with you. But it all starts with cash in these bets today. Guys, hit that like button if you're going to go ahead and tail with me. Hit that like button to let me know. Otherwise, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. Let's do it. Oh, I saw one comment come in. I think somebody asked the question. Any good look-ahead player props for tomorrow's football game? I'm going to start looking at that football game too. Not right now, but in about an hour. So if I find a good line, I won't wait for tomorrow's show because I want us to all get the same number. So if I bet something this afternoon, Alex, you'll know about it on Twitter. I'll go ahead and tweet it out. So admittedly, I have not looked. I have not looked at all today. I'm gonna look today for the first time. So all right, enjoy it, fellas. Have a good one.